outside we go right now to Allie Reed, as she's been covering the snow this morning.
And she's been enjoying it, Allie. It is great to see you there out in your element. Each time we check in with you, a new shot, of course. Things look so majestic there in D.C. covered in snow.
Good morning, guys. We are live from DuPont Circle. Really exciting. People out and about enjoying the morning today. A crisp 27 degrees here in our nation's capital. The snow still coming down, not nearly as much as what we saw a few hours ago earlier this morning, but it is that beautiful picturesque type of snow. I have the yardstick out. I want to show you something really quickly. It's not the best area to read, unfortunately, because we're not by the main roadway here, but what I can do is at least show you how much snow has accumulated, and right now my yardstick is showing about 5.5 inches. We are getting very close to what those numbers were looking like back in January of 2022. 6 inches then. Will we surpass it in D.C.? I think we're getting very close to it. I'm sure other areas have already passed the 6-inch mark. Now, 17 inches, we saw that back in January of 2016. I don't think we'll hit 17 inches today, but certainly a great day for snowball making, snowball fights, all of that. Michael, come on in here this morning. How are you? You're a part of the D.C. Snowball Fight Association. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. It's a thing.
Yeah, no, it's a thing that you and your friends started 15 years ago. Pretty impressive.
And we're still at it. I don't know how that happened. It's a miracle.
By the way, we've been talking to people all morning. Many people have gotten word that this snowball fight is happening. It's not going to be here at DuPont Circle, but it's going to be at Meridian Hill Park. Is that how you say it? 11 o'clock today.
Meridian Hill Park, also known as Malcolm X Park. 11 a.m. this morning. We're excited to get, hopefully a couple hundred people together for some good fun in the snow. And you want to make a perfect snowball, if you can, with one of these things right here.
Okay, yeah. Show me how it's done. Give me the lowdown here.
Easy, just scoop, and here you go.
Now, you said if you want to be the most popular person at the party, show up with one of those.
I know, yeah. This'll make you friends fast.
Absolutely, but it can also maybe ruin friendships if you pelt the snowball at someone. Now I know. I started the snowball fight here. Go ahead. Yep, you saw it here first. Okay, so what I've noticed over the last couple of hours is that earlier this morning it was very powdery and almost very difficult to create a snowball.
Right.
We've seen,
unless
you have that.
Right.
Over the last hour, you hear that pelting noise. That's sleet.
It is. Yeah, we have a wintry mix right now.
A nice wintry mix,
yes.
Which is great. So because of that, it's making it a little bit easier to form those snowballs.
Exactly. You want just the right combination of white stuff to make it easy enough to pack, not hard enough that's going to hurt people and leave a bruise, God forbid. But yeah, it's looking good. Like we've got good conditions. You usually need at least 3 or 4 inches of snow on the ground for us to actually call an event, and
it's happening here today.
We got it, so we are on for today. And I just wanted to tell people, if you want to know exactly when and where we're doing things, you can follow us on social media. DC SFA is our Facebook page. We're also on Twitter or X and Instagram at DC Snowball, and we have an official charity partner,
the Special Olympics.
Special Olympics DC. They're doing a polar plunge in Navy Yard on February 22nd. You can donate money or even take the plunge.
Which I love it. I love all of it, and we love the Special Olympics. They're a great organization, so I'm happy to hear that you guys are partnering with them. Really quickly before we send it back to studio, 15 years ago, when you guys kicked things off, 2,000 people, if you can imagine,
right here.
Yes. You were a part of that snowball fight. And then you said we need to do it from here on out. 15 years later, you've been trying to do it every year.
Yeah, I mean, to get a snowball fight here, you need at least a foot or a foot and a half, and that's very, very rare. That's why we're not gathering here today. But this was our birthplace, and we will come back here someday.
Yeah. Just not today. Not enough snow for that, unfortunately. I think many people are counting their blessings that we're seeing snow. You said that there's been a number of years over the last 15 years, at least 5 that you could remember, where there was no snow at all.
Did you have to bring that up?
I'm so sorry.
It's so traumatic.
Yeah. It's
we
triggering.
had a few just snowless winters, and it's hard to get over those.
We're
things.
back and better than ever, baby.
That's right.
I love it. Guys, we're live from DuPont Circle. We'll continue to check in with you. We're getting close. 6 inches of snow. I think we will end up beating January of 2022. Look at that. That is the most beautiful snowball. You could have a form.
Gorgeous.
That's nice. I got to get myself one
Gotta
of those.
get one of those. Use
Throw
Brain
it.
10
They
for
says to
10%
throw it
off.
at the camera. Should I do it?
I don't know. It's not my equipment. I don't want to get in trouble.
I tried.
The good news is that
Her aim's
Allie's
not
not a
that
good
great.
aim. All right, thanks, Allie.
Stick to your day job, Allie. You're doing great out there. All right, excellent. That was such a fun report. Appreciate breaking that down. It's just, what the snow means to people.
And welcome back to AccuWeather Early. Thanks for watching on this Monday morning.
We appreciate you being here with the snow and ice that is complicating the commute this morning, especially in our nation's capital.
Clint Osborne is the director of the D.C. Homeland Security and Emergency Management Agency. Director Osborne, thanks so much for joining us here this morning. Can you give the latest on how this storm is impacting the capital?
Yeah, good morning. So we've had a steady snow from about 11 o'clock on tonight, probably 3.5 or 4 inches of snow. As you can see from here on Georgia Avenue, northwest in D.C., which is one of our major in-out roadways. The road is covered basically from curb to curb, and this is with plowing. So the snow continues to fall and transportation slow throughout the city.
Clint, both of Bernie and I, when we saw that you were outside, just going above and beyond for this interview. Thank you for being out in the elements. Do you have any cold weather precautions that people should remember today?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing is if you're going to be outside on foot, we've seen some folks outside out on walks and heading to work and things like that. Make sure to cover up, your head, your hands, heavy jacket. I've got a car over here, so I'm good. But make sure to take care of yourself. And if you do need to drive, make sure that your vehicle's in good condition, that you've got a full tank of gas, that your tires are in good shape, and leave extra time. I can hear just behind me there's a vehicle, a car trying to get up this slight hill, and they're struggling a little bit. So.
And how have your teams prepared for this snowfall over the weekend and today?
So we've been tracking this system. As you all know, this is the second sort of snowfall that we've had since Friday. We've been monitoring for this, and Mayor Bowser activated the snow team last night. They've been out doing pre-treating, and so some of our roadways that are really heavily traveled, all of that salt and brine that we laid down is actually turning the snow into slush and making those roadways more passable. And in the areas where we have a lot of traffic, a lot of our snow team vehicles are out plowing roads. We have a snow emergency going throughout the city. The mayor's declared a snow emergency, which requires vehicles to get off of our evacuation routes and allows our plows to go curb to curb for a much cleaner scrape of the roads.
And then how's the city planning for several days of cold following this snow? Are there any warming centers, or what else could you tell us?
So we have our full homeless services and homeless outreach capability online. We have capacity, so anybody who's experiencing homelessness, we do want you to come in out of the cold. And we encourage our residents and businesses, if you see someone who's experiencing homelessness and they want help getting to one of our shelter sites, you can reach out through 311 to our shelter hotline.
And what messaging do you want residents and visitors to follow?
I mean, the number one thing you can do to help us is stay off the roads as much as possible. Use Metro if you have to travel, if you can. Allow our trucks to work over the next, 18 hours to clear these roadways.
Clint Osborne, director of the D.C. Homeland Security and Emergency Management Agency. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe and stay warm.